Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this or listening to this. You know me, I'm Bill Camarada, and you're watching Bill's Box of Sound. I'm making this video way too late. I really should be making it a couple weeks ago, but I'm doing it now. I'm making this video on the 19th of November. And I'm talking about Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, the big shopping day to kick off the Christmas season. And in the US in the past few years, and I don't know if that's probably not happening in many other places. This is mostly an American thing as far as I know. If not, please chime in on the comments below. But the 29th, a week and 5 days from today, will be the 29th of November, 2019. Black Friday for Record Store Day. Now, it's kind of like a little baby record store day, because on Record Store Day, you've got hundreds and hundreds of special releases. But on Black Friday, there's a smaller amount of special releases that come out, and we're celebrating the independent retailer. We're celebrating those who sell records for a living, the brick and mortar stores. So go out there and support them. But I've seen lots of Record Store Day videos already where people are saying, hey, I want this and this and this and this and this. And it's weird. Nobody is talking about what I would like to get for Record Store Day. So I'm going to go over these things, and I'll probably do it as quickly as I possibly can. First of all, there's a 3-record set coming out by Les Claypool and the Flying Frog Brigade called Live Frogs Set 1 and 2. And these are re-releases of CDs that came out back in the early 2000s. The first one has cover versions of songs by King Crimson and Pink Floyd, and a bunch of Les Claypool solo stuff. And then the second set is the entire Pink Floyd Animals album, redone by Les Claypool's band. This was recorded October 8th and 9th, 2000 at the Great American Music Hall, which I believe is in San Francisco. Check out that back. Instead of the pig, you've got another frog up above that factory. So these 2 CDs are being re-released as a 3-record set. Not too sure if I want to buy this or not, because while I do love Les Claypool, I'm not too sure how essential this is. I may just go ahead and get it. Oh, by the way, I've got my ticket stub from when I saw this tour in 2001. Yeah, February 2001 with Galactic. So there's a little bit of trivia for you. So yeah, I'm thinking of getting that. A couple of must-haves for me. The first one is the Miles Davis. It's called Early Minor, which is from the sessions for this album, In a Silent Way. There was a boxed set of the sessions for In a Silent Way, and the music that's on this disc is on that. But this is the first time that any of this stuff has seen its way on vinyl. Dig that ringware, huh? Yeah, I got this used. This wasn't it originally. Actually, somebody named Mary Jacobson originally owned this album. So, Mary, thank you for giving up this copy. It's not very worn, and it still sounds wonderful to this day. But looking forward to getting that. And also, there is a Miles Davis release called Miles in Tokyo. And where did I put that pie? Aha. I've got this on CD because it's part of the Miles Davis boxed set of all the Columbia recordings. And this is when George Coleman had left Miles Davis's quintet, and Sam Rivers is on this. And you've got Ron Carter on bass, Tony Williams on drums, Herbie Hancock on piano. Really good performance. And this little CD even has a gatefold of Ron and Miles. So that's going to be hitting vinyl for the second time, because the first time it was a Japanese only. Now, the company that's putting this together, this specific one, I think it's a label called Get On Up, and they put together the Herbie Hancock Flood. I'm wondering if the people that are putting out Miles in Tokyo are the same people that put out the Herbie Hancock Flood about a year ago. If so, I'm going to be a little cautious because it wasn't the best pressing I've ever heard. All right, on to something I'm really excited about. Devo Live. Now, there's a big history with this. It originally came out as a EP. And there's the American version of it right there. Came in a plastic bag. And then it also came out in the UK on Virgin Records with this. And this has 6 songs on it. It's got Freedom of Choice theme song, Whip It, Girl You Want, Gates of Steel, Be Stiff, and Planet Earth. And it also came out on CD in Japan with the same 6 cuts. Then there was a limited edition release on Rhino Handmade. Now, this CD has the 6 tracks from the EP, and then it's got the complete concert. Now, this part that says entire show and all of these tracks right here, these were part of a record that was released to radio stations. And this is the cuts that are going to be on the Record Store Day issue with a slightly different cover. And look at that wonderful disc there. And of course, there's the back of it with all the credits. So it'll be nice to have this whole concert on a LP, mastered properly. So you got to dig that. Devo, Devo, Devo. I love Devo. Now, there's a few things that I was tempted to get. I don't know if I'll get them or not, but there is a Monkey's Christmas Party. It came out last year on CD, and then it was released this year on vinyl. I've got it on order from Amazon, but there's this 2 7-inch 45 RPM thing called Monkey's Christmas Party Plus, which has the song that Andy Partridge of XTC wrote for the album, and it's got his version with his daughter singing on it, which I think that's pretty cool. So 2 7-inches with 2 songs from the album and 2 bonus tracks. That's something that's interesting and tempting. Another thing that's tempting is the Jimi Hendrix Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, which has been released several times, but I've got the original. This is a promotional 12-inch that has the jam, which is only about 5 minutes long. It's got Jimmy doing The Little Drummer Boy, Silent Light, and Auld Lang Syne. It's kind of like an impromptu jam. Now, this was re-released again with a very large label, and it had the track Three Little Bears from one of the posthumous Jimi Hendrix albums that came out on Reprise. That's on it. And that's also going to be on this new picture disc version of the Jimi Hendrix Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, which I also have on a CD someplace. I didn't dig that out. Other things that I'm interested in looking into, but not necessarily buying, is the Jerry Garcia Live Volume 1 is being released as a 5 LP boxed set. Very tempting because friends have recommended this to me before, but I don't know if I want to spend the money for a 5 record boxed set on something I've never heard before. Also, there is Geddy Lee's solo album, My Favorite Headache. I didn't even know that Geddy Lee had a solo album out. This is from some time ago. And this is going to see its premiere on vinyl in the US. There's also an early Charlie Parker Clef Sides issue. That, very, very interested in getting. Now, there's 2 different releases from They Might Be Giants that I'm interested in, one much more than the other. The one I'm not that interested in is the reissue of their original EP for Don't Let's Start, and the iconic cover with the snowman burning money to stay warm. The other one is John Linnell's State Songs album, which originally, I believe, came out on Rounder Records. That's being released for Black Friday, and I'm very interested in that. And then the only other thing that I'm interested in is the 10-inch of Peaches and Regalia by Frank Zappa from the album Hot Rats, which it's a 10-inch picture disc with a couple of previously unreleased mixes of Peaches and Regalia. And coming this December, and I'll be doing a review of it, will be the Hot Rats Sessions boxed set. I know you Zappa fans do like to hear about my Zappa reviews, so I promise you I'll be doing more of those in the future. So those are my picks for Black Friday Record Store Day of 2019. Maybe I'll do a video of those records when I get them, or maybe I'll do a review of those records once I get them. But aside from that, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I know I've got a lot of subscribers. I've got over 2,000 subscribers, but I only get like about 100 views for most of my videos. Who knew? There's other people that have like 600 subscribers and they get like 300 views right away. It's probably because I don't make videos as often as I would like to. I got a job. I got a life. What can I do? But I am part of the Northeast Ohio Vinyl Club, which has been peddling records and sarcasm since 2013. Look at that beautiful shirt. That's not widely available, but it is very nice. I may ask the person who made this to help me design a Bill's Box of Sound t-shirt. Would you buy one of those? I don't know. So, hey, have a great day, because I had a great time, and I hope you did too. See you later.